Hello, my name's Deborah and welcome to my channel. My mission is to help you sell your craft, whether it's a full-time job or a hobby. So today's question is it better to sell the work yourself or to sell through an agent such as myself? There are advantages and disadvantages to both. If we look at selling through an agent, then the main advantage is that it gives you time to make. It takes the pressure off selling. All you do is have to produce. So you can concentrate on production and someone else is selling it for you. The cost of this could be quite a high percentage, anything from 25% for a very small gallery to 50% maybe for a higher end gallery. And obviously that could have a massive impact on your prices. I will cover that in the future of how we can help you get the most out of your pricing and to make as much profit as possible. But for today, we're just going to solely concentrate on where's it best to sell. So it does give you a lot more time. You don't have to lug boxes around, you don't have to be anywhere. It's far more flexible if you've got a young family or if you have mobility problems or if you're not very good at selling your own work. So if you don't particularly like talking to the public, you feel a bit quite sensitive about your work, you want the gap between you and the customer, then using a gallery is the perfect thing to do. But what are the advantages to selling it yourself physically at a craft fair? I'm not really talking about online at the moment. I really want to talk about face-to-face customer contact. So if you go to a craft fair, the disadvantages are you've got to pack your car up, lug all your products about, and at first this is a bit of a novelty, but believe me, after a few years it gets a bit tiring. Even the stress of finding somewhere to park, taking everything out, putting everything back at the end of the day, and sitting through a quiet craft fair is one of the longest days possible. So that is definitely a disadvantage. But this is a way of getting started. In fact, I would suggest everybody does this first. Before you approach any galleries, have a go at selling it yourself, face to face with customers, because you learn so much when you're there. The first thing you learn from is customers themselves. They will usually tell you what they think. They could say they think it's too expensive or these are very cheap prices. You might find they always gravitate to one of your products, which might be a clue to that's what you should concentrate on. Maybe you have quite a range of things. Is everyone always gravitating to the same thing? What questions are they asking you? If they're always asking you what the earrings are made of, then that's what a gallery owner would be asked as well. So you need to make sure the gallery owner knows, or it's covered on a label. So you learn what customers want to know about your products. They may want to know where you're from. That can be really vital in a one-to-one customer relationship. So maybe you put that on your label as well. It's almost like market research. Find out more about your product and how the customers react to it. It's invaluable. The other thing while you stood at the craft fair is that you make contacts with other people and other crafters, and crafters are just an amazing group of people who are usually very happy to share their experiences, and you will sit there between customers looking after each of the stalls while you have toilet breaks and running for coffees and things, and you will see how other people do things, you will see how other people interact with customers. They will have got their work into a gallery and they'll tell you what they think about that. They may have other events booked, and use it as networking. It's fantastic for networking. It's fantastic for sociability. A lot of crafting lifestyle is very lonely. You're at work, you're at home working on your own, and this is your chance to get out and have colleagues, really. It can be really good fun. The thing that slightly irritates me is that people don't often price for their time when they're at these events. So they compare selling on their own to selling through an agent, maybe charging 45%. And this isn't early days when you're just doing your market research. This is when you've got a profitable business. Then you need to be charging for your time. You've got to cover your table cost plus your time, which even on a minimum wage is £100 a day, getting on for a living wage anyway. If you love being at craft fairs and you love the camaraderie and you love interacting with customers, then obviously do it. Why wouldn't you? If you're happy to give that time up, then absolutely do it. If you're further on, definitely consider the price of the table plus your time, plus the lack of creative time versus an agent selling it. And remember, if you can get 10 agents, they're selling it all in different places and you can only be in one place at a time. And sometimes you might be lucky and get great craft there, and other times you might be less lucky. Anyway, I'm about to open my shop, but I might pop on later if I think of anything else. So have a lovely day. Bye. Hello there, just popping in at the end of the day. Had a couple more thoughts about whether you should sell in a craft shop or in a gallery. And that is that if the shop does sale of return, then why not give it a go? It's not going to cost you anything to sell there, and they're only going to take a percentage off anything you do sell, so it's based on commission. So you haven't really got anything to lose in that case. Sometimes they ask you to take some shelf space. That is a bit more of a tricky decision, but if you do homework about the shop, then hopefully that will work out for you. While you're in a shop, they do promotions. They've got their own Facebook, their own mailing list and everything, so you might reach a wider audience than you would in a village hall in one small town. So if you've got any questions, please put them below. Please like, this is my new channel. It's only my second post and I would really appreciate your support. And I will start planning for number 3. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening. Bye.